Welcome back, everybody. Today we are talking Scream 6. Some spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen this movie, please stop watching now, hit that follow button, and come back later. Again, there are some spoilers in this because I think it's important to really break down this film. So if you haven't seen this movie and you don't want anything spoiled, please just leave. Get the hell out of here and come back later. So let's talk about this. First things first, Jenna Ortega and Melissa Brea absolutely get to shine in this movie. They were fantastic in the last one, but this is their moment, and they handle it with ease. Chad and Mindy, freaking Mason Gooding, and Jasmine Savoy Brown, also fantastic. The comedic relief that they bring to the table, and like how reminiscent it is of Randy, is just spectacular. Honestly, the whole cast crushed it this time around. I loved every minute of this movie from the opening scene until the end. Obviously, there were some things I didn't like, but we'll get to that later. The opening setup of this movie is honestly fantastic because you think they're going to start this movie off completely different than any of the other Screams we've seen before, giving us a reveal, but it's not that. And it completely flips the script on us in such an amazing way. However, I still think Scream 4 has my favorite opening of the entire franchise. We finally get to leave Woodsboro again, and this time we're in New York City. I wish they would have utilized New York City a little bit more than what we got, like maybe a cool chase scene in Central Park. I think there was a couple things that could have been utilized a little bit more. However, the scene that takes place in the train, it's absolutely brilliant, and all of the nods to the different horror villains and icons that you get is just so awesome to see. But I loved every minute of this. The tension was there. It was just so cool. We're right about one thing. This Ghostface is unlike any other. He's a lot more stabby. He's definitely a lot more brutal and is a lot more bloody and gorier than I thought it was going to be. This is the Ghostface we've been waiting for since Scream 1, and he is finally scary again. The other thing, a lot of the messages and the different, tropes and things like that they utilized in this movie was fantastic. The dialogue about online bullying and like if you post something and people are going to believe it, and cancel culture, different things like that. And I absolutely love the sequence between Gail and Ghostface, where she basically calls Ghostface back because obviously, technology's changed in Scream 1, but why we waited this long to show something like that is beyond me, and I love that whole sequence. Listen, there's a lot I loved about this movie, but there was a few things I didn't like. One of them being the Ghostface reveal. I thought it was very anticlimactic, and it kind of just felt rushed at the end. I kind of was expecting a little bit more, but I understand why they did that. The other was I wish we had more scenes with Kirby. We needed some more action sequences. However, I absolutely loved the whole conversation between her and Mindy and their favorite horror movies. All in all, I enjoyed this. I'm giving it 8 out of 10, and it's definitely my second favorite Scream movie now.